I really enjoy Lake Mead National Recreation Area in southern Nevada. Coming from Montana, this is the closest place where we can find palm trees and camp out in the middle of winter without freezing our butts off. We enjoy hanging out at the marinas and watching the ducks and feeding breadcrumbs to the carp. More than anything, Lake Mead offers a chance to get out and get away from it all, especially in the middle of winter when there's no one else here. The funny thing is that the locals have all gone home for the winter because it's too dang cold. But on nice days, the temperature can reach up into the mid-60s, and being from Montana, that feels a lot like summer.
Onward!
We especially enjoy paddling around and exploring some of the canyons along the lake to see what kind of hidden and magical places we might encounter. The rugged canyons are fun to explore and sometimes require a little scrambling. This keeps it fun for everybody, a lot better than just trudging down some hiking trail. I'm not as young as I used to be, but getting out and scrambling about like this is probably the best thing in the world to keep me going.
My dad walk up it like the splits, man.
Getting out like this is the best way I know to get away from the electronics and go out and experience the real world. When you get out and explore like this, you find that there is some pretty rugged and spectacular country surrounding Lake Mead. You might not expect much wildlife in such a barren place, but it's out there if you got the eye to look for it. These mountain goats were too far away to really get a good look at them, but it was still a thrill to see them. We did find a really cool skull. Lake Mead is technically a national recreation area rather than a national park, but sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. The colors in the landscape were stunning, and I never got tired of looking around and taking pictures.
I hate this to be my house.
What?
I hate this to be my house.
What?
Couch there, window chair there, window chair here, window chair here, bed up there.
There are even flowers to be found blooming at the end of December. Getting back to the water, it's time to paddle around and find a place to camp before dark. And that's not too hard to do, it's just a matter of looking around and finding a place flat enough to pitch a tent. We spent 5 days and 4 nights out on Lake Mead this time, and even celebrated birthdays while we were out there. We also brought along some of our own toys to play with. We were really surprised to have some desert bighorn sheep come down almost right into our camp, That was a real treat. We were very blessed to have warm weather and not too much wind throughout our entire trip. If you go, make sure you check the weather forecast ahead of time and come prepared for anything.